What is happening, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. On this episode, I wanted to dive into a Saints versus the Bears matchup in Week 7 and look at a pair of special teams plays that are far too often overlooked. You guys are going to have to double check me on this, but I think we've been spoiled by blocked punts this year, and we have yet another one here in this Week 7 matchup. So Saints line up here with an even 4-4, meaning they have an equal number of defensive rushers on either side of the long snapper. What kills punts is penetration up the middle, and that often comes in two forms. Either we have blocked punts where there's a bull rush and a lineman is just overwhelmed and somebody's able to go through a body to get to the punt, or we have an example here where we have a clean release up through the middle of the punt formation, and that is achieved through what's called a stunt. Now, the word stunt is usually just used synonymously with the word blitz, but coaches and players use the word to describe this specific crossing motion of linebackers and defenders, often deployed during a punt block situation. So what we're going to get here, the first two rushers on the right side of the long snapper are going to crash down. They're going to pull the long snapper and that first blocking guard with them. The third man to the right of the long snapper is going to push upfield, pulling number 45 with him, the tackle. And finally, number 48, JT Gray, is going to come right off of those backs of those two guys who just crashed down right into the hole that's opened up between those Bears defenders for a clean block on this Bears punt. This is just a thing of beauty here. And make no mistake about it, this is a punt block that is installed into the defense. They've been working on this all week. They know that one of these weeks they're going to be able to get one of these off. And surely after this week, they're going to have another punt block install. And this is a result of just perfect execution on behalf of the Saints. And they go up with the safety here early in the first quarter. Later on in this game, we had another big special team play. And I'm sure if you guys were watching football during Week 7, you saw this 102-yard kick return by Cordell Patterson. Just an awesome play. I mean, is there anything more exciting than a kickoff return in the NFL? But I wanted to break this down for you guys. Let's jump into it. So right off the bat, you might be a little confused as to what exactly is going on during a kickoff return. Like you see here, these guys are retreating with their backs turned to the people they're supposed to block. And that seems kind of counterintuitive. But holding on to your block without committing a penalty has to be one of the hardest things in football. Like imagine this, you're playing one-on-one basketball with somebody, but there's no ball, and there can be physical contact, but you're not allowed to hold them, but you still have to prevent them physically from getting to the basket. It's a pretty tall task for just about anybody. Because of that, the Chicago Bears kick return team here wants to limit the amount of time that they have to hold their blocks for. That is why they first retreat on the kick return and then go out to initiate their blocks. The goal for the Chicago Bears kickoff return team is to only hold their blocks for a small window of time in which Cordell Patterson can identify a weakness in the attacking kickoff team for the Saints and try and exploit that with his speed. If he can just find a small gap in that attacking Saints line, he can hit for a big play. Hope you guys like this video. I plan on putting more of these out, so if there's a play you guys see on Sundays that you want a breakdown for, feel free to just give me a shout, throw it in the comments, and I'll give you guys the best breakdown I got. Till next week, take it easy.